Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Kathleen here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I pencil in my sparse brows. And you can see, okay, that this brow here is penciled in the way that I like it. And then I have this brow that I haven't put anything on yet, and I want to share with you today how I do it, my favorite way to do sparse brows, okay? And this is going to be a series of 3 different videos. I'm going to do sparse brows, I'm going to do brow staining, and then I'm going to be do another one on just kind of filling in brows that happen to be like gray or just like lackluster and just don't look, you know, vibrant enough. So if that interests you, consider subscribing and stay tuned for those other videos. Okay, so let me just share with you a little background about the products that I've used. I have 12 different products that I've used on my brows in the past, trying to get the easiest, most affordable, long-wearing brow that works daily, pretty much, right? Because I do my brows daily. And you know, some of these products work, but they just take up too much time to do. Some of these products work if you have a different type of brow that's not sparse. Some of these products work if you have the money to spend on them. But for the most part, this is how I treat my brows. And I am lazy and I want the fastest, easy way to fill in my brows. And it's not going to be me searching for 2 or 3 different products. So anyway, I'm going to link all of these products in the description box below in case you're interested. And as that way you can check them out for yourself. And like I said, there's some of them, there's nothing wrong with them. It just did not work well for my sparse brows. So without any further ado, let's get started. So I have tested 12 different brow products, and my reasoning is based on performance, a non-waxy look, and hair-like soft strokes is what I'm looking to achieve. So as we age, our brows naturally thin, right? And if you overpluck them like I did back in the 70s and 80s, then you're gonna end up with a brow that probably looks something like this. And what used to work for me years ago doesn't work for me anymore. I've been a professional hair and makeup artist for over 25 years. I've been in this industry my entire life, and I help mature women just look soft, natural, and radiant. So let's talk about these pencils and which ones actually work for my thin, sparse brows, okay? Okay, number 1 is the Brow Zing palette, okay? I've had this for quite a while. It was my favorite for the longest time. Okay, and if you're somebody who likes to go in and play around with your brows and take some time to do them, then this is a really good option because it comes with 2 like pomades, right? Like a taupey and a little bit softer brown color, along with the wax if you have some unruly brows, as well as having these 4 different shades. So you can go in there and you can kind of, you know, just sort of customize your brows to look, you know, soft and radiant looking. And there's nothing wrong with this. It works beautifully. Benefit has amazing products. And again, for me, it was just too much work. As well as I have this other one here, and this is just a softer brown, which as I aged, I found like this one was just a little bit too dark. But again, it's the same concept as that original one, just a smaller version. And they do have these in different shades. This happens to be shade number 3. This retails for $39. This retails for about $28. Next, we have this one here. This one is from NYX. This is a drugstore one, okay? And it's a microfine brow pencil. You can see how fine it is. But again, the reason this didn't work for me is because I just felt like my skin does not want to accept any type of color that goes on there. I just like, it's like resist it. I know when I have my brows microbladed or even micro powdered, like they have to go over the areas several times for the product to be accepted into my skin. I just think as I've aged, like my skin is just more resistant to accepting, you know, products that come in there. So anyway, I found that I had to work too hard with this pencil, but I know a lot of people love it, and it's certainly one to put in if you're on a budget. It's like $12. The next one here is this one here from Jones Road, which retails for $20. And this one just is way too thick for my brows, okay? It's really great, I think, if you have some brows that just need to be colored in real quickly, like they just seem to have faded. This would be a good fit for somebody who just has faded brows, who doesn't need to go in there and make hair-like strokes. This one here from Patrick Ta. I don't like the end of this one. I like a precision microfine pencil because I like to make hair-like strokes. This kind of made things look too thick on my brows. But again, it's a beautiful pencil. This retails for $28. Okay, another one here is the Brow Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury. okay? And again, it has the same type of push up head that the Benefit one has, okay? It's just a little thicker for my brows, but I do use this on clients and, you know, to fill them in quickly or just kind of just give it a quick arch. And this retails for $28. Now we're getting down to some of my contenders. This one here is from Makebeauty. And if you like a micro fine brow pencil that is micro fine, then this one is for you, okay? And it is micro fine. I have yet to see one that is that fine. So, again, for me, it was just not, it was a little too fine for me. I had to work too much. And this retails for $20. Okay, this is a brow stain, okay? This is from Wonderbrow, okay? And this retails for about $20. And this is a stain that you go on and you paint on your brows and you let it sit on there for 2 to 3 minutes and then you wash it off, okay? And again, I have used this when I've gone on vacation, when it's hot out and I'm gonna be swimming in a pool or hiking, and I'm gonna be wiping my face because it's hot. This works really well because I don't have to worry about wiping off my brows. And it lasts for about a week. Now we're getting down to some of my favorites. This one here is from Chanel, okay? This is a microfine pencil. I love the ease of it. You don't have to have, there's no cap, so you don't have to put on a cap on and off. Okay, you have to think about these things, right? Because if you don't put the cap on the end of your brow pencil, it's gonna dry out and then you're gonna be really frustrated and trying to get it to, you know, add some color to your brows. This is not affordable. This is $43 for one brow pencil. I love the way it goes on. It's easy. It does make those hair-like strokes, but the cost is not, if you're gonna have sparse brows and you're gonna go in there and you're gonna be making hair-like strokes, you're gonna be going through a lot of brow products. So you don't wanna be spending $43 a month, I don't think, on a brow pencil. But other than that, it's absolutely lovely. It looks very soft and natural, especially on like mature skin. It doesn't like overdo it. It doesn't look too harsh. Okay, this one here is, this is the Mighty Fine Micro Brow Pen from Benefit, okay? This I like this. I have it actually, you can go in, I'll show you real quickly how it works. It makes like these hair-like strokes that you just kind of go in and use like that, okay? But the thing is, I won't use this all over my brows because I don't like the way, I have to work too much to fill it in the areas. I really have a very challenging area in through here where I just need to fill it in. And my brows are darker than some of these colors that we use, so you can almost see the shade difference. Okay, this retails for $28 too. If you're still watching at this point, that's great. Kudos to you. And comment below and let me know what your biggest brow challenge is. Is it that your brows are sparse? Is it that they're too faded? Is it that they're too, like, they don't look lifted enough? Just comment below and let me know. And then comment below and let me know what type of video you would like to see in order to enhance your brows. Okay, now we're getting down to my two absolutely favorite brow pencils based on convenience, longevity, and cost, okay? And this one here is Precisely My Brow from Benefit. This was my favorite for years, and it's because it's easy, right? It's not that affordable, but it's easy, and that's what I was looking for. I'm looking for ease. I'm looking to go in there. I'm looking to do my brows in, like, you know, under a minute. I don't want to be spending a lot of time fiddling with my brows. And I also want them to look soft, and I also want them to, this is a must for me, I want them to look like hair-like strokes, and I want them to look natural. I don't want anything blocky or waxy looking. And this worked amazing, okay? And then this one here from Cellmetics came along. It does exactly the same thing as the Precisely My Brow. You can see the tip heads are exactly the same, okay? This one from Cellmetics is the one that I'm using. This is the one I use today on this brow, and I'm gonna tell you why I love it. It's the cost, okay? I was constantly going and buying a new brow pencil from Precisely My Brow because I told you, this is my favorite. I absolutely love it, okay? And I was like, it's just, and it's easy, and it's the one that I use, and it's the one I reach for. I don't have to fiddle with 2 or 3 different things. The amount of product that's in here though, like I've said, it was constantly running out of this. And then this one came along, and I was like, I was using it for like over a month, and I'm like, there's still a lot of product in here. Like, I don't feel like I'm running out. And come to find out when I did some research that this has 3 times the amount of product that this pencil has in it, okay? This one, yeah, 3 times the amount of product, right? So it's gonna save me on brow pencils a lot of money. And it works exactly the same way, and it's easy, it's fast, it's long wearing, and it looks soft and natural on my mature skin. And I'm just like in love with this. Now, this one retails for, they're both retail for $28, but like I said, this has 3 times the amount of product in it. And they also, the company gives you like a 15% discount if you sign up and you purchase so many products, which is great. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested. Okay, so let's go in here and I'm gonna show you how I pencil in my brows, how quickly it is, and then hopefully you'll be able to see. So I'm gonna bring you in a little close and I'm gonna try to do this in the camera so you can see exactly what I do. I'm gonna tuck my hair back. Okay. I might go a little slower. Can you see how it makes like these hair-like strokes? I'll go in and check it at the end. Like, it's very hard to do it in the camera, but I want to show you how easily it works and how it doesn't resist going on my skin like some of the other ones. Some of the other ones I'm in there and I'm constantly going over just to make it look like there's something on there. And then up here, when it comes to the arch, I kind of gently do it there. I don't like it to look like it's penciled in, like a straight line. I like it to look very natural. Okay, so that's pretty much how I do from here over, okay? And then I'll take and I'll just kind of brush it out so it looks soft. Okay. And then I'll go and I'll do the front part, okay? So it kind of looks the same as this brow over here, although this is my favorite brow. And then I'll go in and I will just kind of make flicking like motions to fill in this front part. And this is where I get caught up in those other brow pencils where they just won't go into the skin, and I'm sitting there going forever trying to get them into my skin. And this one just kind of goes in there easy and it looks very natural. It doesn't look overdone, it blends in. Okay guys, there you have it. This is the winner for me. This is the Cellmetics Brow Pencil. It is called the Ultra Slim Precision Brow Pencil and it's in the shade Warm Brown. And like I said, I'll leave a link to all the other products down below in case you're interested. So the reason I love this so much is it doesn't look like it's drawn on. It just gives it this soft, feathery type look that looks very natural, especially if your brows are sparse. So I would love to know what is your go-to brow pencil now that you use. So drop it in the comments below so that, because I'm always testing new ones, I would love to know and try out different products because if something beats something else and I want to share it with you. Don't forget to download my free guide. It's in the description box below. And it's a guide for healthy glowing skin and healthy hair. So thanks for watching. If you gained any value, please consider subscribing. See you in my next video.